Killer fish. Killer fish from San Diego. I don't know what I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
Hello, it's me, Arita Gaming. It's a Friday. Neo, you are actually first today. Congratulations. Apparently you've been trying for quite some time. Oh look, there's Whiskers. Whiskers was posing quite well at the start of the stream. That's why I started the stream when I did. And you may have seen my camera if you were paying attention. But that's fine. Right, so before we get into the gameplay today, I did promise that we were actually going to go feed some fish. So what I'm actually going to do is I'll feed them on this screen, because we don't do that very often. And I'm going to feed them some regular fish flakes, I think. But let's go ahead and do that, and we'll get the two-camera view. These guys have already had some mealworm pellets, but I think they'll be fine.
Can I get a fish sandwich?
Neo, right, hold on. So, I'm feeding the fish because the Snow Fox redeemed it last stream and I forgot because Ashcan died again. So what we'll do is we'll feed them once at the start of the stream, and you've got to remind me to feed them at the end of the stream, okay? Because I was giving you a freebie. No. No, I did say in the Discord notification that this was for the Snow Fox. So without any further ado, let's do the first of two feedings. So in go the flakes. So actually open the lids so that they don't go the wrong way. So I'll feed them just a few, and We'll feed them a few more later. I'll actually leave them out so I remember. So maybe we'll see them coming down soon. I put them at the top. I think they're just going kind of mad at the top of the tank, to be honest. In fact, yeah, let's actually... There we go. You can see they're all having fun. I think the flakes will spread out over the top of the tank. Yeah, there Whiskers goes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Good stuff, Whiskers. I guess the fan is blowing the flakes around as well a little bit. Hooray. This is going to be the last stream we have before I put my portrait of Whiskers up there. So, that'd be nice. Right, on that note, let's actually start playing the game. Maybe I'll do a little bit of editing to cut some of that out. Let's see. Right, so we're on cycle 123. People are stressed, but they're no longer at 100% stress, so that's good. We'll give people some skill points. Barney, we're actually giving you doctoring, because you're supposed to be doing the biobots, now that we have steel production. Leofar gets digging, Lindsay gets plumbing. Yeah, I think that's fine. Got my window open again. It's supposed to be thunderstorming again, so I'll close it if it starts actually raining. Until then, we'll leave it. We're growing the plume squashes with all the ethanol we're getting from turning the wood from the floxes into ethanol with the ethanol distillers. And we're starting to build all of the Bammoth ranches. Now, the thing is, we do need to dig out the space. I'm pretty happy with how this is laid out, so we'll just start building all this stuff down here as well. There are a lot of errands that people need to do in general, so I'm not going to go crazy. But yeah, apparently Twitch is doing something at the moment where you can get 3 months of Apple TV for subscribing. I don't know if anyone actually watches Apple TV, or whether it's one of those free doodads that doesn't actually do anything. Like, what's on Apple TV these days? I've never heard of it. Yeah, we'll just keep putting these in here. It's annoying. Every single channel I click on, you get the annoying ad. Oh, really? Yeah, for me, I've just got something in the top bar on the chat thing that lasts for about a minute. I don't know. The only streaming service I use is Amazon Prime, and that's only because I use it to get stuff delivered too. And you get the Twitch Prime subscription, which I like to use a lot. So that's all good. There's probably a quicker way for me to do this, but I'm going to keep laying out each room individually. Because I feel like it. Maybe we'll skip down for the other two. So we're going to put a conveyor in for all of the plume squashes. And then that's going to go in the feeder afterwards. Now, so Ashcan suffocated down here because the tiles were positioned in a funny way. They dug out their supports. There's a lot of carbon dioxide down here. Can I actually get you to prioritize... What do I want you to prioritize? You're finishing off all the drywall at the moment. Maybe we just let you do that. We'll just let you do that and then you can focus on this properly. I think what we'll do at some point is we'll make this an exosuit zone only. Because we're very much intending to fill it with carbon dioxide. Then all the oxygen can stay up here and all the other stuff, all the carbon dioxide can stay down here. I'm glad that our bathroom's no longer breaking. That's good. I could start going around and remixing all of the drywall. They need to make it so that it's not just replacing one at a time, because that's ridiculous. I mean, we could do a few of them like this. I think we're just going to do them up to the ethanol distiller. Because, to be honest, we've got to find something to do while the dupes are doing the rest of the errands. That's the plan. So what have you been up to today, Neo? Any interesting plans for the weekend? My main plans at the moment are just not roasting away. I'm hoping it's going to cool down a little bit. It's not right. Gotta have the copy print. I wish you could just copy and paste the setting. Off on a weekend, you're going to London on Monday for a wedding. Nice. Presumably for people that you like. Hopefully it's not one of those events where you feel obligated to go and you have to go and spend a load of money doing that. Right, let's try again. Ice panel, that's what we're trying to change. Go. Take a little bit more time. Should just be able to double click these ones. Unless there's a wire there. You're happy to go? That's good. You're not being held hostage. I like the coffee wallpaper. So, yeah. I'm thinking about the next actual YouTube videos to do. Because I've got to admit, I'm obviously enjoying actually making some progress in this run. I do want to do a video about setting up a freezer for your food, because we've done enough of that. I think it's a topic worth covering, because especially if you're starting out, it might not be immediately obvious what to do. And I also want to compare two methods of doing it. One of which is running all the food in a conveyor rail. Through a chilled block of metal tiles or diamond tiles, whatever. And the other is actually chilling a single metal tile or diamond tile that all the food rests on. I want to see which is more effective, and I feel like there's probably some maths involved, but I also feel like it's the sort of thing where there's no point, you should just test it experimentally. My god, this is taking an absolute age. I've started now, we've got to actually finish it. I should have just done this all right the first time. I wasn't sure what I wanted. But yeah, this market should be fun. So obviously I'm going to go pick up my portrait of Whiskers. But the other thing is my IRL friends who were at my wedding, as best man and bridesmaid, were they actually run a market stall. They sell pottery and ceramics. So that's nice. I'd like to go and say hi to them and see what they're selling. We do occasionally buy stuff like mugs from them. But inspiring, to be honest, because they have full-time jobs. Well, yeah, like it's a lot of work trying to set up your own business and get it running, and they've done that while having like other like full-time jobs to do. So yeah, pretty impressive. Right, that's done. I could do all these as well. I'm not going to bother for now because that took enough time as it is. Got lots of poisonous mercury flying around. It's not poisonous in the game. Poisonous in real life. Someone left a long YouTube comment about how mercury should poison things, and I agree. It's kind of weird how it's supposed to be a hazard, but it's only a hazard because it melts and gets everywhere. It's not a hazard because it's actually toxic. Like most methods. Okay, we've ended up with slightly too many floxes in here. How's this happened? We need to reduce the count in here. Let's reduce it to like 10. So they'll start wandering over once we actually need them. Let's priority 9 this bit, and then we can actually start moving the Bammoths over. I think that'd be a good idea. And then, what's the other thing we want to do? So, obviously, we want to send the plume squashes to the other end of the map. So, conveyor receptacles are here. I think I'll just feed it down like this. We calculated that 6 ranches of 6 Bammoths will be enough. The only thing is, where's it actually going to go? Because it's going to be cold. I guess we can run it along here. That's fine. Doesn't actually matter too much if it's cold. And then that can just come down here. We got to move these guys over because they're probably going to get hungry soon. It's funny how they have such a weird calorie cycle number. I wonder why they did it like that. And yes, it is warm enough that we're yet again having a Huel shake for dinner. That's fine. Well, it's nice to see all the drywall in anyways. How many more plume squash seeds do we have? 16. It's going well. So, another 9 up here. Pretty close to getting this filled in. So, the aim with that is, when we're done, is to put in more doors and to have farms over here. And they'll actually be farms, so the plan will be to fertilize them. And that will give us a bit of... That'll make our ethanol go a bit further. I'm not sure this all needs to be plume squash farms. We'll see. We can put the wood tars in, get the farm stations in. This is very much the goal I've got for this run now, is to properly look at all 3 critters and see how they do. We'll also do some digging in here. There's more resources. There is some rust. I'm not overly concerned about processing all the rust at the moment. We'll do that once we start running out of other metals. Oh, this room is covered in here. What about the real late game stuff that you promised? Well, we'll probably get there as well. I think this runs in a pretty good spot. The only thing is, I think we're going to have to change something up with the exosuits and how the dupes get in and out, because I don't want the dupes going in the ranches, just in the CO2 zone. And this will be hot. I know you're probably just teasing me, but... yeah. I see no reason why we would immediately stop this playthrough once we get our initial goals. But our initial goal is to look at all the new critters. And biobots is probably important as well. We also could do this pretty well. So the only thing is, this errand here, for the geothermal heat pump, we actually can't configure it. It doesn't show up on here. So because we can't configure the priority, this is going to be like the last thing they do. So I think we just need to wait on this. So now I guess we just speed it up. Don't tell me duplicates have died. I don't want to know that. But today the focus is definitely going to be on the Bammoths. I want to get them sorted out. We want to see what the dropper for the Bammoths will look like as well. I'm hoping with the fire pole they'll actually have enough air to get down here, do a ranch, and then come back up. The alternative as well is that we... I don't know. We can't really have oxygen down here as well. We could have like, we could put a few bits of oxalate down here, but the CO2 pressure is too high. Suffocating. Oh god, it's happened again. It's happened again. How does this end up happening? You're in real trouble. I should have learned my lesson. Right, cancel all this. Right, what have we actually got to build with here? Just iron ore. There's a little bit of rock. Okay, so you need to build... We're going to save Harold. So, let's play it on speed 1. We'll just build some tiles. I think you'll be alright. Not if you dig that instead of building this. I think we could save Harold. I should have done this last time. I think we just panicked. We'll replace all of these tiles later. Are you actually going to have enough air once we get over to the other side? A fast dupe. I think we'll be alright. It'll be close. Right. That's why we're on speed 1. It is pretty close. See? Look, he's fine. He's on, what? 5% breath? It's fine. He's fine. We'll keep doing the same thing over and over again. The difference was with Ashcan, he was too slow to get anything done. So that was not very helpful. That is the thing about these wood tiles. It seems like the duplicants are eager to dig them out, and then because the material isn't available locally, they're more likely to suffocate themselves like this. Bammoth is getting scared. Bammoths are still very funny in that they're like a 1x3, they count as taking up 1 tile. Like, or it's like a 1x2. It's like they don't take up 3 tiles of space longitudinally. More coal. We'll put more coal. I think the plan is just to use that to make ceramic. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. We have enough refined carbon. We don't have a huge amount of clay. Okay, we'll queue this all up again. Not sure we even actually want the wood tile here. The decor probably isn't that important. Right, let's speed to it again. So the iron is erupting from the volcano now, and we're cooling it down on the conveyor rail. So, which wire is overlapping? Okay, that's fine. So the aim is that it comes into the base and it's not too hot. We're not doing any more rad bolt research for now, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just let everyone get on. Yeah, not very often I do only on a Friday, but I thought it was either this or video recording, and I'd rather just do an extra session and get the Bammoths sorted out. And then we can start making all the Bammoth patties. Hooray! But I think we just have to let them get on with all the errands. So we'll just speed up. These fish flakes anyway. So I usually use the Tetra Min fish flakes from Tetra. I find the fish like them. I haven't really gotten different varieties, to be honest. They do so many different varieties of this. There's plenty of different things to try. Conveyor rail's melted again. This is not a mercury issue. This is me putting a rail in front of a volcano issue. Go here. We are making some steam, but I don't think that's necessarily an issue. Also, we'll dig up this hot sand. That will help. So this is going to activate and let the iron through when it's below 30 degrees. We will set up a tamer of this at some point. Once we've done the Bammoths, our next goal is nectar production. So these bonbon trees, if we fertilize them with snow, they'll produce nectar. Or the wild ones produce nectar anyways, we just plug them into a pipe. And we're going to fill a thermo aqua tuner full of nectar. Because nectar has some very interesting properties. Thermal properties. It is a liquid between minus 82.5 degrees and 160 degrees C. And its heat capacity is the same as normal water. So we can absolutely put it in our thermal aqua tuners and keep our base at a nice, cool sub-zero temperature. And it's still more power efficient than doing it with ethanol. I think that was probably the dev's intention to have it with the same specific heat capacity as water. It's 77% sucrose. The specific heat capacity of sucrose is not very high. So maybe actually they should probably change it. Should probably be like 1.5 or something. But we're definitely going to make use of it if the devs haven't sorted out yet. It's basically the best coolant until what? Super coolant? Sounds like it. I mean, it even goes hotter than regular polluted water. But it does seem good. It freezes. It boils at 160 degrees C. It's pretty good. Right, you're building all these wood tiles now. That's fine. I could have given you guys oxygen masks as well. That would have been too easy. It's fine. You're getting on with this stuff. The CO2 is getting quite high up here now. I should probably start expanding out the area in general down here. Give more room for the CO2 to appear, considering we're not skimming it. Otherwise, it's going to start building up over here as well. I guess we can dig this out. Seems fine. All-round cooling. Yeah, pretty much. Wow, look at what's going on with this brine geyser. So we've got the brine, the polluted water from the petroleum generator, and the regular water coming from... What's that coming from again? I don't think we're venting it at the moment. Shenanigans. It looks like there's just regular water hanging around here. This is a chute. Oh, there's ice. Is the ice melting? I don't think so. There's a lot of ice up here, but that's not melting. So if we go to long commutes, let's have a look at this quickly. So, construction supply spends 70% of the time. They don't seem to be spending a lot of their time actually building. I think we need to increase building priority again. So let's give it to Quinn. I think Jean should... We've still got a large backlog of raw eggs, so I think Jean stays on cooking. Amari, you can have... Oh, that's digging. Oh, whatever, you can have digging as well. Mima, I think you can have building. Robaldo's a chef. Bert is a mechatronics, so he should definitely have building. Maybe that'll help us get stuff built a bit quicker. But yeah, the metal refinery is running. We're pumping brine from the geyser into here, making steel and iron ore. Iron ore into iron, and then iron into steel. That's very much the plan. You're still just building all the wood. That's fine. Not an issue. We have a boulder over here. That's fine. We have the Critterfluxomatic. We have all this stuff as well. We probably do just want to go down here. We should actually just do that, I think. And then we can explore and see what all of these are. So, I guess just go here. And that's probably good enough. And then we'll just go over here. What's the temperature like? Oh, this is magma. This is actual magma. Okay. Right, well in that case, if we dig this, that'll be alright. And then that one's going to be annoying. How about this? Obviously, we'll tweak this a little bit. I think we just go here. And then that can go there, that can go there. Okay, that's fine. We can get through here. And then probably just like that. Looks like we're actually having a bit slight heat leak over here. It's interesting. And then this one should be comparatively simple. Just go over here, I guess. There we go. And then once we've done that, we can get in all 3 of these pumps and maybe activate this. So what priority do we want to do everything on? Probably Bammoth stuff first. We'll get you to removal of this, so we've got the metal. This one, oh, the automation wire, that's fine. Because these guys are going to start being silly soon, so let's actually get this set up. We'll need to come through here as well. Am I right just digging this? I think I am. I don't really want to dig up the Wheezeworts. I guess we will at some point. Oh, we should build the seed analyzer as well. Where should we put that? Maybe just in here for now? Oh, here's the thing. Right, we've got loads of carbon dioxide here, right? We should just set up soda fountain. That should actually be a thing we do. So, soda. We have radiation research, and we want to get rid of a juke bomb. Because we don't want to run that one as well. I'm not sure how I feel about these wood blocks. Oh my god, this one is just a puffed butt. This one's like a Dreco butt. This one's like a Vol butt. This one's a Pip butt. I never noticed how many of them were butts. It's very funny. Well, I like our suite of paintings. Also, we have just Ari just sat in this room. I think the plan is still very much to make more dupes, because we have over 1 million calories. The ratio isn't quite right with this either. We actually probably won't need as many great halls as we have beds. But we can set these up pretty easily. We don't have any reed fiber yet. We'll just do this in case we find some more good dupes to print. That's fine. Skills, who's got what? Lara, building. Abe, you get a building. We'll give everyone building and it'll just happen a bit quicker. We are going to want to expand this eventually because the water level is getting kind of high. Lara, yep. Okie dokie. Lara is at the bottom. Okie dokie. Neo. There you go. Congratulations, you're in the colony. Yeah, next video topic. So, probably just setting up a freezer for your dupes for the food. And after that, I still want to do the Slickster video, but we haven't done that on stream really, so maybe we wait until we do that on stream first. I have a lot of experience with them off stream, but it still feels kind of disingenuous to do it before we stream it. 12 more seeds, okay. So that is... yeah. Yeah, each of these rooms is 12 seeds. This is a 7 wide bit, isn't it? I might just put the botanical analyzer here. We do need to put it somewhere. We are going to have some irradiated seeds over here. So that is a thing that exists. Maybe we'll just put the heater up here for now. Seems like stress is generally coming down. No one's on the sleep-only schedule anymore, right? No. It's good. We got any loot? What's our loot today? Look. Got the basic green pants. That's not really what we were looking for. So we have 7.1 tons of wood left. It does seem like... Wait, what's being flooded? Ethanol distiller? We got some kind of shenanigans going on. I think I actually need you to sweep this, because I think the liquid is just spilling out this way now. You're at temperature. Yeah, so that's why we're not running the metal refiner anymore, because this is too hot. We are still dumping coal brine into it, so hopefully that's going to help. But the polluted water from these is also hot. If we look at this, it'll be at least 40 degrees C, and the CO2 is going to be at least 110 degrees C. Not that much hotter than the target temperature for the brine, but a little hot. Right, let's just put in the botanical analyzer and have a look at these seeds. Oh, we don't have it researched. Maybe do the soda fountain first. Yeah, we're gonna have to go do the ethanol stuff at some point. I think I'm still gonna wait a bit longer for that. We can put the farm stations in here. The plan being, we'll make a natural gas room where we'll just make some fertilizer. Because I think that is going to save the phosphite to get it to the point where we can actually use more. Even though the phosphite, the fertilizer machine consumes phosphite, it's going to allow us to make more plants. I think it will pay off. Yeah, the CO2 pressure is getting really high. Right, so about that. So we also want to take the oxalate out of here, because that was off-gassing. Yeah, it is still off-gassing. That's why everyone's got popped eardrums, and that's why everyone's stressed. We got our frost-proof handy rancher. That seems good. So we're going to get you ranching again. There we go. 20 dupes. You've got a few different interests. And we need a decent amount of farmers as well, because of all these plants. So that's not too bad. Now, in terms of the metal, we do have a little bit more metal now. So we want to set this to edible. Put all the plume squashes in here, because these aren't supposed to be duplicate food. These are supposed to be critter food. So we'll do it like this. We'll do 3 for now. We'll keep putting more in. The plan of giving the duplicates less errands isn't working. In terms of wires, I think this is all just going to go over here. We do need to upgrade at some point. Now, that's another thing. If we get enough excess phosphorite, we can make a phosphorus refiner and start getting... start geotuning the iron volcano. I'm kind of hoping we're going to find another volcano. This is also a bit too hot now. So I'm not really sure what to do about that. Maybe we just dig this through? If we dig this through, then we'll have access to... The most of it's going to drop down here. How about we dig... Yeah, how about we dig this through? We leave this one. And then this will be in contact with the ice, and that'll help out. Oh, you haven't built the conveyor rail. Oh, that's the issue. Okay. Well, that's fine then. Right, we researched the soda fountain. So, let's see. We'll remove this. We'll put a soda fountain in somewhere. I'm gonna priority 9 this roof as well, and then we can set this ranch up. And I think we'll just ranch the Bammoths manually for now. Let's see. So the conveyor rail, you just need to finish off this bit. So let's actually get you to priority 9 this stuff. Oh, Sandwraith. Good midnight. It is 8:20 here in the UK. I like the ancient specimen. It's unlimited fossil. Yeah, it's really fun to recycle with the stone hatches. So you can feed, or the hatches in general, because you can feed them when you get the fossil. You get the lime, and you also get the sedimentary rock. You can feed that to hatches and get the coal, and you can turn the coal into diamonds with a diamond press, and then you can feed the diamond to the fossil mine and get more fossil. And it works pretty well as a loop. It's 321 for you. Nice, nice. Right, let's put in a soda fountain. Or 2. Maybe we put 2 in? Yeah, whatever. We'll put them over here. What's the light radius in this again? Not really good enough over here. So maybe we move this over here. No, not that. Maybe put another lumen crystal over here. That is the one drawback of this approach, is it does seem to be less light than a regular light, but that's, I think, mostly fine. What other thing do we actually want to hook up to this? Because this loop is obviously overloaded. And these loops are all running the ethanol distillers. So I wouldn't expect them to have any availability either. We would also need a gas pump. We can actually just set up a gas pump in here, that's fine. And I will set it up over here because it's near the petroleum generator, so it's less likely to be other gases. Let's actually have a look at this. Yeah, it's all CO2. So we shouldn't need any filtration on this. And then... Ah, here's what we do. We'll remove one of these batteries, and then we can put the canister filler over here. So, what wire is this pump going to go into? Probably this one. That should be fine. Hello, Astani. Hope you're doing well. I'm alright. We are streaming on a Friday, which is quite a rare occurrence, but I felt like it. I wanted to make sure that we were doing plenty of... streams of the new DLC. And my plans are a bit wacky this week because of IRL stuff. But I think this makes sense. Right, so this is going to fill up with CO2, and then we'll put the soda fountains over here. Do I actually... I think I actually put a gym in. And... or maybe some manual generators. And we just set it up for... the soda fountains, maybe? Oh, I don't know. Because the thing is, we can't rely on this ethanol for power all the time. These guys aren't actually getting enough ethanol now. Yeah, that's the issue with this whole setup, is that we have enough ethanol to feed the plants, but not enough ethanol to feed the power needs. Unless we get it from some other source. We're going to have to wean ourselves off this power. I'm hoping the Geothermal Heat Pump is going to help with that, to be honest. If not, we do have some hot magma down here that's turned into rock that we can get geothermal power from. These are also on neutronium, which is interesting. Heat pumps. Yeah, we'll see. This one is blocked by a Bammoth patty or something. See what we can do. I think at the moment I'm comfortable just letting some of these not get irrigated. In terms of temperature, so This is bad. The whole asteroid is getting too hot. So, and by too hot, I mean... By too hot, I mean the plants are going to stop growing soon. Yeah, because they both go down to minus 14. So that means we're probably going to need to set up the thermal aquatuner as well. Interesting. Okay, we definitely don't need this one anymore. Because, yeah, that is the thing about this asteroid. It starts cool, but there's not a lot of active cooling sources. And the ones that are in there, like the cool geysers, they're still minus 10. So it's still too hot for the plants. Yeah, when minus 10C is too hot. Yeah, exactly. Everything else is heating up. We've done a pretty good job of not melting this biome yet. The ice in here is like, oh, hold on, there's a geyser. We should probably go grab that. Let's go see what it is. So I'm imagining we'll demolish this room at some point. So you can remove that, and then we'll just come over here. Probably just do this for now. We did find space. There is a tree. There is the teleporter as well. I want to see how far we can get without using the teleporter, but if it becomes clearly the best option, then we'll do it. I don't know what any of the nearby planets are. Oh look, you can see the flops and the Bammoth on here. Nice. Yeah, stuff's getting done. It's just taking a while. Once we get doctoring on the Doctor, we'll get this set up as well. That being said, the spore kids, we've got to manage the CO2 from the spore kids very carefully. Where are we going to do that? We've done this before. It's never been a direct part of our base, though. So I'm kind of apprehensive about that bit. Yeah, I quite like it, and we do need the labor, and also these guys don't get slowed down by the cold temperatures. So I think they have a pretty good use case on this asteroid. Wires can go over here as well. Good. So it looks like the conveyor rail is complete, so we have loaded up a conveyor with plume squash. So I think we're ready to do this. So the wire over here got disconnected. That's funny. This is going to be eggs. So what's this going to be? It's going to be edibles, eggs. What about Bammoth patties? What do they come under? Industrial product? It is an industrial product. That's very funny. As long as we don't let the zombie spores out, I'm sure we'll be fine. Yeah, if we let the zombie spores out, we're in big trouble. The duplicates are regularly going into carbon dioxide here, and they're already suffocating a little bit. So Bammoth patties do need to come out. Yeah, they're complex machines. You said that right. Organic as well for... Well, we probably are not going to get too many eggshells in here. It is just... Oh, reed fiber. That's what we want to put in here as well. So, industrial ingredient. Okay. What is the dropper going to look like for this? We're probably going to do something very similar to over here. So let's just start laying out the bits. 2 doors. No, that's not right. It needs to go like this. If you combine cold with zombie spores, they start working backwards. No, they start dying. That's what starts happening. I don't know exactly what's going on with the Bammoths. I'm pretty sure they're 1x2 like the Floxes, though, and they just look big. So we'll set it up like this. We'll do the critter drop-off. We'll have to shoot him. And I think that will do for now. I'm imagining we are going to drown the Bammoths, the excess ones, rather than making omelets from them. I'm kind of surprised there's no option. There's no option for like a meaty omelet. I guess it would be too easy. Right. I kind of regret how I've set these up. If I rotate it, I can just have it go up here. Let's rotate it. So we'll assume it's actually going to go this way. Yeah, lots of iron is nice. I'm glad we're getting more iron. So that's going to go up here. I'm doing like that because I want to make sure that each conveyor loader has its own exit. I'm not sure if that actually matters though. Maybe it doesn't matter. Or whatever. Also, what color is the room going to be? This is very important. What's the drywall going to look like? Ooh, let's go for the southwest. Yeah, we haven't used this one yet. This seems like a good use case. So what are you doing today, Quinn? Oh, I'm building a drywall in a room I can't breathe in. Sounds fun. I can go there. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this run's going so far. Long commutes has been a thing, and I guess they are spending 13% of their time in total running for air. I just don't see how we fit up a checkpoint very efficiently with it. The CO2 level is getting way too high as well. Digging out more room over here, I guess. I don't really want to let... Oh, I don't actually want to let it out here. Kind of a waste of people's time. Maybe we just leave that. I don't really want to waste time carbon skimming. Oh, these need regular water as well. Okay. Well, maybe what we could do then is that can go over here. I'll put a regular pipe here. A regular bridge here. Hold on. Go here. And then that pipe can go up here to the... The issue is that's eventually going to freeze unless we power these. I think we just power them for now. The wire's breaking anyways. We'll just power them for now, whatever. More curative tablets, maybe? I don't really want an narcoleptic decorator. That's not super high in demand. Baldo, building. Bert, you can have building as well. Bert is also interested in cooking. Right, let's... Okay. Oh, I love how this wallpaper looks. Especially with the CO2 as well, actually. That's quite snazzy. Set this to priority 9. And this can be set to plume swash. Tools not included website gone. I love the website. I'll select a good map with selected guises. Yeah, it is gone at the moment. The person who was maintaining it, I think it was too much. I think it was too much time to actually make sure it was working, especially after all the updates. A lot of the updates, like the minor updates, are changing world gen, so I imagine it becomes out of date fairly quickly. So yeah, there was some. I think it's not really feasible for them to run it anymore. Right, that is 6 Bammoths. Let's grab them and put them in the room. And all the eggs can just hang out over here for now. We will build a drowner again. I think the Bammoths can wander into here, although it's going to look very weird. So... probably like this. Actually, how high can a Bammoth jump? That's a question, isn't it? Can we see? Can they jump at all? Okay, they can jump at least 1. What about 2? Now, interestingly enough, it looks like there's no 2-tile high gaps where they spawn. Let's keep checking that. Although I think we've demolished all the other Bammoth habitats. Oh no! You've been captured. I guess we'll see. So mechanized airlock here. We'll want to fill this with a liquid of some kind.
Thanks for the sub.
Thank you very much for your patronage, Uklebisk. You've subscribed for 19 months. That is fantastic. Hope you're doing well. As a reminder, any revenue generated by the stream is 100% invested back into the stream. The goal for this month is the Whiskers portrait, which I have commissioned and I'm picking up tomorrow from the shop, which I'm very excited about. Let me turn my lamp. There we go. I probably should have had that on a while ago. It's alright. Yes, hope you're doing well. What do I want to put in here? Oh, I know what we do. Let's actually just put the bottle empty here. We'll just fill this with liquid mercury for now. I think it makes sense to drown critters in liquid mercury. Oh, look! It's already paid off. We've already got a Bammoth patty. Very fun. Oh, it's happening! Oh, look, he sticks his tongue out! And we did have enough time to ranch, like, a guy. Or groom a guy. That's good. You're still manually feeding these, which is not ideal. I think we set these to priority 2, and then we set this to priority 1. So what's the issue with this, then? Is it that the dupes are automatically grabbing the plume squashes? Let's set these. There we go. Now we have a conveyor full of squashes. We can keep getting these set up as well. We have lots of metal now. So probably 4 more. We do not have enough ethanol to do more of these for now. So I think what we do is we fill this up, and then we gradually wean ourselves off ethanol, and then we finish it off. That'll do for now. Let's plug in some more wires. I need to have another look on Chill Hop and see if any new music has come out. Right, is this all empty now? This is all empty. Okay, let's remove this pipe just so I don't get confused. I think we're going to have to set up a carbon skimmer. This is too much CO2. It is rapidly climbing, even though we're in Pop Eardrum's territory. You know what would be really nice is if we could just solidify this. I don't think that's going to end up happening, unfortunately. The map is generally not that cold. The only area which is that cold is the spigot seal biome, and the issue with that is it's at the top of the map. And obviously setting up a gas pump to pump all the CO2 into the colder region probably isn't ideal either. Oh, hold on, what's this? Oh, okay, I guess we can see this as a vent. Great. Yeah, so the Bammoths are eating from the critter feeder. That's good. This whole setup will work. The thing about the Bammoths is they produce heat as well, which is why we're separating them from our plants. So we're expecting it to be bright green when it's too hot for the plants. Oh, there's another geyser here. Right. Wow, yeah, there is too much polluted dirt. There's going to be so much polluted dirt, I don't think there's any point storing it anymore. I don't think that's the best idea, actually. You know what? We will come in over here and look at this. Seems more sensible to me. We'll leave a 2-tar bit here. We don't want the water just collapsing in and drowning someone. Definitely on the lookout for power sources. We have had a slight issue with this. I need to... Oh, we need to pour more salt water in here. Right, I think I need to release the brine. I think that's what needs to happen. So that can go here. And then we can go up here for that. The mercury is all melting. That is definitely happening. I don't want to pour the mercury in here. More brine over here. The volcano is now too hot. I mean, we should definitely set up some kind of steam turbine thing in general. We do also have an anti-entropy thermal nullifier over here. We will need hydrogen to run that. We could obviously run a SPOM. We're not short of oxygen. So, not sure that's the best plan. Ended up with 2 out of 6 Bammoths in here. What gives? I hope we haven't been accidentally shoving them elsewhere. I think what's happened is they've just been dropped in the wrong spot. Oh, we'll try again. Yeah, they've all been dropped down here. That's not what I wanted. Right, the CO2 is a big problem. This is the consequence of running many petroleum generators. So each carbon skimmer, for reference, consumes 300 grams per second and takes 120 watts. Each petroleum generator produces, I think it's 500 grams per second. So I think we would probably need somewhere in the region of 4 carbon skimmers. So maybe we put them all down here. Oh no, we figured this out before. We need to space them out so they don't interfere with each other. So we can remove this. That's fine. So we'll put a carbon skimmer over here, carbon skimmer over here, and a carbon skimmer over here for now. The issue with this as well is we need to send water through a loop, and the area is cold. The only thing is, if we put the carbon skimmer here, then the plants aren't going to get fed. But this isn't exactly optional, to be honest. Is there another line I can hook this up to? Probably going to have to be this one. I'm not feeling great about this. I guess this one will go over here. What's in the loop? What we got? We got the Puce Pink storage bin. Nice. An actual nice loot find for a change. I'd like to see it. Right, so water is going to the soda fountains. Let's probably 9 these. We pour a power network handle this many skimmers. It can, provided we're creative with which wires we hook them up to. We'll just have to make some more spaghetti. But yes, we are having a bit of an issue in that it's too much. It's too much petroleum power. Right, so where's this water going? So let's actually send it through here. Go up there, and then this one we'll just send over here. And then it would make sense to send it this way, wouldn't it? Okay, here's what we do. I think... Okay, you definitely shouldn't be starving. We have 1.24 million calories. Still digging all of this. At least you have some oxalite down here. That's helpful. Oh look, carbon zombie spores. Is this what we do? Do we just literally use the wild zombie spores instead of actually mucking around with these ones and then just pump the spory CO2 in here? And then the non-spory CO2, I guess, just gets dumped. No, that won't work because we need to make sure this doesn't contaminate the outside environment. We need to separate it, but still let the gas in. So we need a closed gas loop. We might as well just set it up near this thing. We can probably actually put it in this room, realistically, and just seal it off. We just store all the food and zombie spores. That sounds like a good idea. So, cut this off. Then what I'll do is send this over here, bridge this, cut this off, and then that pipe can go through the insulated tile, and then that can come out here. And then the polluted water should be fine. So that's going to go into the sieve. Going to join the wastewater pipe, which is this one. Or bridges, that's what it means. Normally I like to keep my bathroom loops separate, but I don't think that's a luxury I have in this case. This one can just go down here. That's fine. And then this one can just go over here, I guess. Sure, why not? Give that a try. We've got to do something about all the CO2. The plants are trying, but they're not doing enough. Maybe we increase the priority on the plants again. We did turn down the priority on these. If we make them a 9, we'll get them all running again. They'll help consume some more CO2. Right, how many guys we got in here now? We've got 5 out of 6. A few more Bammoths have appeared in here, so let's wrangle you. I think all of this building needs to be done next. I think you are generally doing it. What else we got? Let's see. Handy builder with rancher and cooking. That sounds good. Bubbles. Otto, you can have suit sustainability. Jean, you can have electrical engineering. Bubbles, you could have building. Another dedicated builder would probably be nice. Ari can have electrical engineering. 999, yep. Yep. There you go. Many hands make light work. Obviously, we'll set some actual filtration up over here. We were gonna... What's overheating? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Don't repair this. How do we get over here? I think we have to build more ladders. We definitely need more liquid on this. So, go ahead and do this. Then make that priority 8. Now, we need to have critter sensors in here as well to automate the doors. So, let's stop making steel for now. We need more regular metal again. The problem at the moment is none of the regular metal is actually coming off this conveyor. How do you actually get up here? Oh, you do get up here this way. That's just a bit... That's very inconvenient. How about we put a ladder here? That will help. And is there any more liquid we can drop on this? There is a little bit. Over here. Pipe blocks. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. You'll keep doing that. The whole asteroid is getting a bit too hot. The issue is we need to get more duplicates in the coats as well. So who's left? Probably quite a few people. Don't have any reed fiber going yet. We need to actually shear these guys. That needs to happen. What else do we want to do with these? Put the wires in here, that's fine. Sure. Yeah, go ahead and build all this as well. That wire will go here, because that's going to move over eventually. At least we're not actually building everything on a priority 9 today. There you go. This is now error number 26 for Lindsay. That's interesting. Okay, the carbon skimmer is running. That's good to see. It's going to help out, but there is so much CO2 down here. And obviously, when this is using power and we're running these for power, that's not helping with the CO2 situation. We could actually do with Slicksters, maybe. We have more Bammoths over here as well. We'll probably grab those. And we'll read fiber yet. So, we need to feed these with ice as well. automating feeding these should be a priority. We've said this a few times. So many paintings of you in your approve. Yes. You're the Bamini. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, just give me a little bit more method. We've dumped a bit more liquid in here now, so hopefully we'll get some more out. At least this is actually a liquid layer now. We actually need to move this down one level, because this is going to overpressurize if we let it get up this high. So maybe what we do is we just put the door here. That's probably fine. There you go. 39 that, and then we can let that water out as well. So this water is coming out in 95C, but it's going to exchange heat with the map as well. So I'm not that concerned about that bit. We are getting some more iron out. That is all getting dumped over here at the moment. Is this still all achievements, Mr. Arizia? No, this is not the all achievements run. We completed the super sustainable carnivores. That is on YouTube. Our plug slugs were a success, and we did a sandbox showcase video about the results. And now I've done that run, and we actually did super sustainable as well. I am now no longer obligated to ever think about those achievements ever again. Because I'm not that bothered. But we do have a fair amount of critters. Obviously, we've planted some stuff. Bubbles. That's bad. I believe you can make it out here, Bubbles. I believe in you. You just need to get out of the water. Yes. Not ideal. There you go. Fun. The Oxalite sconce is working. Let's priority 9 this one as well. Okay, so it looks like the Oxalite sconces are kind of occasionally working. Probably do with a few more. We'll put one here as well. Sure, why not? You here for plug slugs? Yeah, we did finish. Yeah, we did finish that run. I'm pretty happy with how that one went. That was just a short-term challenge, though. We are now doing the new DLC. Ooh, we got a natural gas geyser. This is really good. We need power. This is getting way too far down here, though, for no oxygen masks. So maybe we don't worry about that just yet. That would be nice, though. Now, obviously, if we just let the natural gas out, it's going to get in the way of all the plants, because the plants do not want to be in natural gas. They don't mind carbon dioxide, and they don't mind polluted oxygen, they don't mind regular oxygen. They mind natural gas. So that's not a very good idea. We'll put another carb lumen over here as well. People have Draco things now. People are suffocating in their sleep, that's not good. So we've got the carbon skimmers, they are starting to work. I'm a bit concerned about the power, but that should get the CO2 down a little bit more manageable. Because what we want is the CO2 up to this level, and then nowhere else. We could open up this bit pretty easily. Just open up this bit, and then all the CO2 will come down here. I've realized a problem with this. We're dropping stuff here, and you're probably not able to get it back up the ladder. Yeah, that's a problem. How about we dig over here, and then there's a bit more oxygen as well. Just for now. Why don't we dig through here? Grab some oxygen. some more oxygen over here as well. Yeah, come in here. A shine nymph egg. More regular water. A very small forest biome. Overly handy. Bubbles is probably going to start suffocating. Oh no, there's a little bit of oxygen down here. How amusing. We got a spindly grip root. We're going to see a second death today. We almost had a second death at the very start. No, we do need to do oxygen masks. I just need to think about how we're going to do it. Alright, guys. I think what actually makes sense is we do a mask checkpoint over here and then lead them through. I think that makes the most sense. The only issue then is all the dupes have to wander over here to go to the bathroom. It's not good. Stinky's alright. God, this is the top of the base. That's really bad. These are all running. We do not have enough skimmers to handle these all running at once. The thing is, the ethanol isn't getting far enough to go into the plants. That's why we're making so much ethanol. Because these are making the CO2 as well. Oh god. This is something we did not consider. Wait, why did I get rid of the drywall? Yeah, because you're already filled up, obviously. We could make gas reservoirs. Maybe that's what we fill up over here. Each gas reservoir will take quite a bit of it, and then we can save it for Slicksters, maybe. I don't know. That seems kind of sketchy. We gotta try though. Each gas pump only handles 500 grams per second of carbon dioxide, though. That's not a lot either. What do we do? What do we do? We have to switch over from petroleum power. Otherwise, this is just going to be way too much CO2. Or we waste most of our power pumping all the CO2 into space. We probably shouldn't be letting this erupt either, but we were hoping to use this to freeze the mercury. I'm not sure how successful it's actually going to be. It's also technically cooling stuff down. But yeah, probably not very helpful. How many dupes drinking soda do you need to win the CO2 race? A lot. CO2 is, I mean, Gene is trying to help. So we're suffering from the CO2 crisis. Yeah. Maybe that would be the thumbnail. Everyone just having fun at the soda machines. We do have the Whiskers soda emote, which we haven't really been using yet. That seems like a justified time. It's so much power, though. And it's not a lot of CO2 per use. Like, to put it into perspective, we're probably generating somewhere in the region of 3 kilograms per second of CO2 at the moment. I don't think there's any getting rid of it. Can we pump CO2 into this? No. Maybe we can. What about these ones? No. Is it all liquids? Well, it doesn't seem to say yet. Maybe we'll find out. You guys are trying to breathe all that. Because we're stressing our power lines pretty hard just to actually run the skimmers. We could put some more skimmers in. I mean, this line could have another skimmer. Time to liquefy it. That also requires power. Maybe something like this. And then this wire goes... Well, now that one's overloading. Man, I don't know. You could probably run one skimmer off of this. Not feeling overly confident about that. I guess it is circulating all this polluted water back through the sieve a bit more. Nectar could get cold enough to liquefy it. Maybe that's what we have to do. Because we need the ethanol to feed the Bammoths. That's our reed fiber source. Also, let's put reed fiber on the list. I'm kind of surprised we don't have that on the list yet. We can make another coat as well. Let's put another mesh tile over here. And then I guess we'll just do it like this. Same with... oh, this one's going to be slightly different. This one's going to go here. Then that one's going to have to plug in here. I mean, it doesn't seem like we're making a dent in this. A sweeter lava. Maybe more sand. Still kind of tempted just to take more dupes. We need more labor. You got the mole hands. Yeah, I kind of like Catalina. We'll get you on tidying. Here you go. Supplying for Lindsay, I think is fine. Amari, you can have building. People are more morale now because of the soda fountains. That's nice. Yeah, like I'm happy to have more duplicates. What is the refined metal stocks looking like? Okay, they're looking better. So... obviously, if we fully automate the plants as well, that's going to save a fair bit of dupe labor. So that's probably worth doing as well. So what we would have to do is we would have to make... okay, well, first of all, we'd have to get you out of here. Let's go on with this room. We'll just... what we'll do is we'll put a conveyor loader in here. That will just be ice, and we'll just manually load it. Ice, ice, baby. And then we'll put conveyor receptacles down here with the sweepers. So let's position out the sweepers. So probably like this. It's gonna be a fairly large number of sweepers. Oh, I think we want the chute to come down here as well. So let's get rid of these. We'll move the... we'll move this sweeper a little bit. I think. Maybe. Oh, look! They're so floppy. I say that every time I see them. They're very funny. We still need a guy over here. We keep getting you and then moving you not quite into the room. Got more mercury in here? No, there's water. Okay, that's fine. Because the ice is melting in here, which is what we want. This bit is actually getting a bit too hot. The nectar could solidify it. Yeah, but we'd set it to not do that. You know, liquid CO2 is very realistic. Definitely a thing that exists at normal pressure. Do we know what the geyser is? Can we... oh, well, we're not going to know like this. Keep looking. Right, that wire is overloading. Yeah, there's a bit too much on this one. And presumably that's because it's operating a gas pump? No, that's this wire. In order to liquefy gases, temperature to be low, very low and pressure very high. The issue I had with automating Arboreal is they have a growth period of only 2 cycles, but in order for plants' fruits to fall off the vine, it takes 4 cycles, so auto-harvesting them essentially reduces the output to 1/3 for the same number of plants and ice. I see. So, the duplicates, what's going to happen is the duplicates are going to end up harvesting the plants anyways. But it means we're delivering the ice to them, and then the oxalate can get delivered somewhere else. You're suffocating right next to your bed, that's not a good idea. So I think the duplicates would still do the farming errand, and everything else would get done by the sweepers. I'm imagining that's how that would work. There you go. So that's going to line up with that. We need some mesh tiles over here. The CO2 pressure is still increasing. Is there any ice over here on the floor? It doesn't look like it. I imagine we would have... Oh, there's still a little bit of ice. That's yet more power going into these as well. We possibly overextended. Just a tad. Stuff's dumping down here, the water. Interesting. Yeah, we're not going to get very far through all of this, I don't think. We could put another carbon skimmer over here. We could also dig all of this out, which we would want to do at some point anyways. And then you can remove these tiles now. Dig these. That's like 600 watts of constant power. It's not good. We've got 5 carbon skimmers working full-time on this now. Eventually they're going to stop running though, because the carbon dioxide is going to become manageable. But yeah, most of the ethanol is just going into the generators. It's not even really going to the other stuff. Because each of these is producing 500 grams per second each. And then each plant is consuming 15 kilograms per cycle, which is 25 grams per second. And these guys are getting too hot. We have insulated the ethanol, but I don't think that's going to quite cut it. So, right, this is going to be set to ice. Allow manual use. And then... And for now, we'll put these in here as well. So that can go there, that can go there. Probably just another one over here. I mean, that works pretty well. What about this one? That one doesn't quite work so well. We've got a 10 region here. Let's see. So, conveyor receptacles go like this. Kind of whack. Oh, whatever. And then that conveyor rail can come down here. This will help keep the area nice and cool as well, because the ice will be on the rail. So I think what we'll do is we'll have that just come down here, and then split off here, and then it'll just fork. And then we'll just send it over here. That's too much. It's too much stuff on this wire. We're out of power. Great. These aren't still running, are they? Yeah, we're not running... So we're not running these anymore because we've got enough CO2. So the function of these are no longer needed to function. Where's Bubbles? Bubbles, you're alright. Plug this in as well. Right, what's the issue on this? So let's have a look. A lot of stuff. I feel like they're probably spending a fair bit of time repairing wires. Okay, it does look like the CO2 pressure is going down a little bit. Maybe this is alright. Right, we have got 6 out of 6 Bammoths in here now. We have 11 reed fiber as well. There's no way we've already filled up all these beds. No, we haven't. Okay. More of these. And then who wants the warm coat? Bubbles. Are you frost resistant? You might be frost resistant. No, you're not. Okay, so Bubbles, you can have the coat. I like the warm coats. They seem good. We do have oxide sconces over here, but the air pressure is too high for them to work. Putting them over here, though. So you need to be filled with ice. So we'll probably nine this. Each of these consumes, what, how much? 20 kilograms per cycle. And there's so much ice just lying around, I imagine I can do this fairly quickly. It's going to help with the labor. Probably not going to help with the power. We have 2 different wires that we're overloading now. Okay. We have 2 more coats. Is there another coat over here? There is another coat over here. Right. Can we spot a dupe without a coat that might want one? Right, what is... So this is just a settings errand. We can actually go over here and reconnect these things. Blocked. Currently obstructed by a lead mass. It'll become usable once the obstruction has been cleared by piping a liquid hot enough to melt it. Oh, okay. Alright, that's interesting. We just need to turn this one on. You're currently breathing polluted water off-gassing. It's fun. There we go. Good job, Lindsay. So this is ready. Emits high-temperature materials received from the geothermal heat pump. Okay. Probably 9 this dig as well. These are flooding occasionally from just the water. Blimey. Yeah, the water level seems pretty high in here. Can I actually get you to just, Oh, God. Can you just dig this out a little bit, please. Where do people want to send all of this? So much brine. All right, what's in the blueprints? What we got? Flashy planter box. I think we already have that one. That's fair enough. Okay, so you still need to build this wire. So, obviously we want loaders as well. The oxalite. The oxalite off-gassing was part of the problem. It's obviously not off-gassing at the moment. I don't know if the CO2 pressure is even dropping. Maybe a little. Want to get the water to this? How much water does this thing need? I don't think too much. Actually, that being said, yeah, this is doing. Oh my god, so this is doing 5 kilograms per second of water. We need an extra 6 to handle all of these. Well, that's not good. I mean, it's kind of just about enough for all of this continuously, but then with the bathroom runs, these don't run. I think we can get away with it for now. You know what? Let's get rid of these as well. We don't need these. This is going to be a real pickle, though. This could probably kill the colony. Also, people are probably definitely still dropping stuff down here. Oh, lots of people are suffocating now. Oh god, I know what's happening. You're umming and ahhing about where the oxygen is. Yeah. Yeah, this ain't good. Stinky. Stinky really has to go all the way up here for oxygen? Holy shit. That's not good. So, alright. Let's humor me. Right, we built all of these ethanol distillers. If we turn them off, then what happens? We run out of ethanol, we run out of power. So obviously that doesn't work. Because only a relatively small amount of it is actually getting to the plants. We're only going halfway up the pipe. Barely even that. And we're out of wood. Holy shit. We have 80 floxes and we're out of wood. Because we've turned it all into ethanol for power. That's not good. Yeah, we're in a real pickle. What's on this geyser? Is this geyser going to save us? Do we start looking at the other asteroid? Is that going to help us? Yep, there we go. See another destination. What we got? We got Fuel Owner. That's a name I like to hear. This place is a radioactive crust. Okay. I think we maybe send a dupe in here to try and investigate. I think we're in trouble. I think we're in actual trouble. Like, long-term planning trouble, which hasn't happened in a while. We're too dependent on ethanol power. We could run some manual generators, but... well, we do have a lot of duplicates. Maybe we just run manual generators for now. I mean, we were still kind of struggling to get the labor done, but it would help, wouldn't it? Let's think. If we set these up, we can also make it a separate wire that we actually can use to run some other stuff so we don't get quite so much overloading. What's in the pot? I think we're definitely looking for more duplicants. We don't need the food. I don't really want either of these guys, though. The early bird's probably pretty good, but I don't want a loud snorer. Whatever. Yeah, so if we get duplicates running on wheels, that will reduce the ethanol consumption for power, which will reduce the CO2. So I think we do that for now. Maybe we just build a load of them over here. We can athletics train people as well, and if we... Oh yeah, we're missing wood. We're ethanoling all the wood. Yeah, we need to do this. I don't think we really have a choice. I'll put a battery over here as well. Right. Oh. Thanks, game. Yeah, we really wanted a carbon dioxide vent. Yeah, that's definitely going to help us. Whoa, what's this? Acoustic art panel. A sound-absorbing panel that makes small living space bearable. A Murphy bed. We could use that. So aesthetically pleasing. Look at the wall as well. Electronic display. What does it say? Grandfather, one of your cardigan-wearing interns just dropped off a letter saying we're into space. Have you gone mad? It's dated a week from now. The young fellow went completely red when I realized he delivered it early. I tried Miranda, and she says she hasn't heard from me since the Sustainable Future Summit. She said something about some sort of training session. Only no one at the office knows what she's all about. How am I meant to explain your absence tomorrow? The GEI is going to be absolutely livid. If they back out this deal, it won't just be the underlings who get laid off. What exactly do you think you'll achieve trapped in space with 4 strangers for the rest of your miserable existence? You're a businessman, not a bloody astronaut. Not to mention there's a war on. Oh yes, the law of ONI. Yes, the resource war. What? Who's to say your ground control team won't be dead within a year? Down several phones ring off the hook. I've got to go. Call me back or I'm going straight to the board. Blimey. Right, CO2 vent is not helpful. So, yeah. I think what we do is we priority 9 these. And we get the duplicants to start helping out with the power. Reduce the amount of petroleum we burn for power. And we can hook up other wires over here as well. This one broke. Okay. We'll make a note of that. I think we actually... Yeah, I guess we actually granite tile this for now then. Feels bad. Okay, the CO2 level is going down a little bit at a time. Persevere. I don't think we worry about the Bammoths too much today. I think we just let the Bammoths out over here. They can have fun. So the amount of plume squashes we've got fed at the moment, we can do about 2 Bammoth ranches. So we could also set this up. So let's actually priority 9 this as well. I was going to do the thumbnail as automating the Bammoths today, but I think there's more work we need to do before that point. Why are people making a mess? Bathrooms are working. It's just the lack of oxygen. Yeah, people are suffocating in their beds. That's not good. Ironically enough, stress has come down. We do have a few operator dupes. This will get their athletics up as well, so it's not a complete waste. Yeah. We can go to 24 dupes. That's fine. These oxalite sconces are still full of oxalite. Casually saying people are suffocating in their beds. Best quote. Yeah, I think I've been a bit optimistic about how this run's been going. I mean, there's clearly we needed to run on the wheels earlier and not rely on the ethanol power exclusively. We don't really have much practice doing this, but it just generates so much CO2. Obviously, we do have the polluted dirt as well for sublimators. We could set up a sublimator station, but again, I don't think we're actually short of oxygen. It's just the CO2 needs to be removed. Hello, Star Legend God. A bit new to oxygen oxide. How important is it to get an insulated base? It depends what you're doing. The main things that you're concerned about from an insulation point of view are plants and now critters. Because if critters aren't in their right temperature range, then they'll be less happy and you won't get them to breed as quickly. And if the plants aren't in the right temperature range, they won't grow. And we have a few over here that are overheating. So that's not ideal. So you want to insulate the areas where you have your plants and stuff. We've not been doing a super amazing job over here. Mostly because we've just been exploring the new content. And this new build, I think it's been a bit overly ambitious. Also, these guys are all stuck in the floor. Like, they're all just straight up stuck in the floor. I'm not sure how this has happened. Just worried not having insulated bases, heat, and gases. Yeah, and, like, other, like, heat sources on the map, like, you would want to insulate those, ideally. Like, surround the volcano with insulated tiles, and then bleed off all the heat with steam turbines. We can remove this. I'm not sure that's super important, though. Let's see. There's more oxygen over here. Let's actually dig this up. That seems like a good idea. Got plenty of pressure over here, so... Then what else do we want? Maybe we just go... over here. Let this out. Okay, this looks good. I'm seeing some more oxygen packets coming down here. But we do need to put this wire back in. Yeah, the less we're running these petroleum generators, the more ethanol we have for the plants. Okay, we've got a fair few growing again now. How many seeds do we have? We have 34 seeds now. You insulate your farms and critters. It depends. On some bases, what we've done is we've set up the whole base where the duplicates hang out and do the farms and critters. We've insulated that and then used a liquid loop with a thermal aquatube or something to keep it at the right temperature. That's often a good way of doing it. Or you just put all of your most of your heat producers and stuff away from your farms. That's another way of doing it. Liquid cooling. Yeah, so what you can do... There's two buildings. There's the thermoregulator and the thermoaquatuner. And what they do is they take heat out of the liquid or gas. Gas for the regulator, liquid for the aquatuner. They take the heat out of the medium and they dump it into the environment. So what you do is you build these buildings, you run a loop through it, the liquid in the loop gets cooled, and you use radiant pipe in the areas you want to cool. And then they'll absorb the heat, and then the liquid will get cooled in the loop again. And you build the thermoregulators and thermoaquatuners in a room that you want to heat up. Maybe an insulated room where you've got a load of water that boils to steam, and then you run it through a steam turbine. That's usually what we do. And we actually have a lot of videos on the YouTube channel where we've done this for certain builds. I haven't really done one where we talk too much about base cooling. Or not like the typical cooling setup, but you'll see we build these thermoaquatuner loops in quite a lot of circumstances to get stuff cooled down. And you can apply the same principle to your base. Right, let's plant all of those. I am a bit concerned. I'm a bit concerned that we haven't got enough wood. Is that just because we're not shearing these guys enough? I think it probably is. You know what that means. It's time for Priority 9 again. We've got some ice that's formed over here. That's very funny. Oh, I guess that will happen occasionally. There's water in the pipe. Yeah, I think we need to shear these guys a bit more. That is one thing I didn't consider, is this is a lot of actual work shearing all the floxes. Okay, look, the oxygen's coming back. This is oxygenating again. That feels good. Is it a bit too many dupes to have on cycle 142? It depends. So, if you're thinking about lag, the less dupes you have, the less lag you'll have. So that's one thing to consider. We're about 25 FPS, so I'm not that concerned about that at the moment in Speed 2. In terms of oxygen and food, we have loads of food. These guys and the plants that we've got are producing way more food than we need. We have 1.4 million calories of food stored up, and we've got over 1 million calories of omelette. That would feed these dupes for 50 cycles. And the total would feed them for 70 cycles, even if we stop doing everything else. And all of our food is going in our freezer here, where it's keeping perfectly fresh. So that's not an issue. And in terms of oxygen, we've actually got too much oxygen. We planted a lot of these plants down here that take the ice and turn it into oxalate, which then off-gases. And they're doing a pretty good job. They're also consuming some of the CO2. We ended up generating so much CO2 because these plants consume more than the duplicates provide. But we obviously kind of went too far the other way. So in summary, food is good. We're alright on food. We're alright on oxygen. So we can have more dupes. Those are the two reasons why you wouldn't want more dupes, generally. And we have lots of other water sources that we aren't really tapping into. Like these saltwater geysers, we can boil that and electrolyze the water into more oxygen. There's another one here. These produce a lot of water. So we could definitely get more duplicates and it wouldn't really be an issue. Right, I'm going to set up this Bammoth ranch as well. We'll get more reed fiber out of these guys. Sustainable reed fiber is definitely going to help us. But that's why we're doing all the ethanol shenanigans, because these guys eat the plume squashes. I'm pretty sure the plume squash is the only plant these guys eat. And then they produce the Bammoth patties, which we cross for phosphorite. Crush for phosphorite and clay. So this goes here. But yeah, the main issue we're having at the moment is all of our power generation is dependent on ethanol. Which we're also using to try and feed these guys. And all of our power production produces a load of CO2. So we've got to get the CO2 level down before we think about anything else. And it is kind of coming down. A little bit. The more the duplicates run on this, the more it will help. So I think what we actually do as well is we set up another little gym. I think we actually put these over here. And this will plug into a different wire. And that will reduce our petrol consumption even more. So let's plug it into this wire. We have a decent amount of metal, so I'm not overly worried about that. We don't have a huge amount of refined metal. We do have a metal refinery, but it's not quite enough to replace all this with conductive wire yet. That's also a priority. The base is large, so that's going to be time-consuming. There is lots of oxygen up here, though, so they should build this wire pretty quickly. And then, so what's this wire actually running? So this wire is running the Bammoths. It's running these ethanol distillers, these three. Again, we can take more load off of this generator. And then that means more ethanol is going to the plants, which is what we want. Oh, I've realized the flaw of this plan as well. So we are actually consuming the wood fast it's being generated. So we basically need to have more people sharing these, which means we need more ranchers, which means we need to print more dupes. We kind of made our setup slightly too big for the amount of dupes we had. That's a little problem. Let's get to mechatronics and Ari. We can do mechatronics, guys. Barney, I think you have -3 in husbandry, so we don't give you... Oh, goddammit, you were supposed to have doctoring. That was the other thing we were supposed to do. We were supposed to start making biomes. Whatever. At least we're cooking all the food. All the raw egg is being cooked. What about the hatch numbers? Not hatches. Flocks numbers. How's the eggs looking? We have lots of eggs in here. Something has happened. These guys should not be hanging out in the wood. I think the eggs are building up because we still need to drop a guy in the bottom one. Fair enough. Right, let's get you in here as well. So we'll wrangle you. We'll wrangle you two. Where are the other Bammoths? There's one here. There's one here. Is there another little mini one? We got the guy out of there. There's another one. There's another 2 over here. We'll grab that one. Yeah, right, okay, so Stinky, what's your situation? Because we're still making these guys coats as well. You're frostproof, so you can have a snazzy suit. That's fine. And we'll make another one as well, because I saw another frostproof. We'll priority 9 these as well. Getting the duplicates athletics up is good anyways, so I'm not overly worried about that. We've got another mutant seed over here. Got lots of mutant alveovira seeds. That's probably actually worth investigating. We've got to sort this CO2 situation out first. It's broken. Fire bridge again. Okay, I think we've got to take... I think we've got to take this off here. I think that's what we've got to do. So just remove all of this. Oh, look, we got little Bammoths in here. Just lick the other one. Rude. Shine nymph eggs. No. We want another rancher. A radiation eater, that's quite funny. Digging, building, ranching, radiation eater, or ranching night owl. I think we do the night owl. More night-based dupes, I think is good. Get you on the ranching train as well. Freya, you can have... Let's get you suits. Let's start getting more people suits. Emil, you can have digging. Mima, you can have digging. Morale is pretty good as well, so I'm not so concerned about that. Building for the ranchers seems okay. Yeah, building for you. Digging for Rowan, I think. Ranching for Stinky, that's good. Wait, have you really got -3? No, you haven't got -3. It's fine. Right, let's see. Liam, you can prioritize ranching, and then the other things as well. What are you fighting? Oh, you're fighting all the boxes. Okay. There's more in here. Oh, I think I know what's happening. The door is closing on them and forcing them into the wood. So when the Phlox wanders into this tile, they're no longer in the room, so that causes the door to shut on them and push them into the tile. Okay. This may need a little bit more work. Oh, that's okay. So we're up to 23. We can have 24 dupes. And then we need to start thinking about More bedrooms again. We could even just put some more bedrooms in here. Got enough mess hall space with 27 of them. Phosphorite, we still have 63 tons of phosphorite, so that's good. Bammoths, you're still in here. Is there an errant Bammoth? Possibly. I'll grab the wild ones where I can. But what else do we want to do at this point? Maybe not a huge amount. Still got a warm coat. Who needs a warm coat? Oh, hold on. Let's put, we keep forgetting to do this. Liam, you can go on the night. Quinn, you got Snyder's suit. I think most of the dupes will have outfits now. Stinky, you are frostproof, so you don't need a warm coat. You don't seem that chilly anymore. It's good. Catalina, you are not frostproof, so Catalina can have the warm coat. There you go. So, how much longer? I'm gonna keep going tonight. Probably for a while. I don't think I'm going to keep hooking these up. I think we'll just have the two... I think we'll just have the two ones for now. Did we activate this one as well? Let's reconnect this one. Okay, you're almost at the point where you're actually going to load this. Yeah, Catalina's ready to load the geothermal heat pump. Maybe we do the heat pump as a thumbnail today, because we have actually made some progress on digging that up. That would be good. It's just annoying because we can't actually increase the priority on this. So I think we're going to struggle to actually see what a duplicate's going to come in here and do this. Also, this is a lot of water, a lot of ice that's melted down here. It's probably fine. Hopefully these don't flood. Suffocating. Liam. Okay. We're chilly now. We don't have any wood for the wood heaters either. Well, everyone's on popped eardrums, but they're not dying of stress, so I don't think that actually matters. We'll put more carpet tiles down anyways, just to be safe. They love having the carpets in their bed. That's a good way of getting rid of the stress. Because whenever they sleep, they get the minus 20% from sleeping, and they get the minus 15% from this, and they're on it for a while. We could just do the Bammoths as well. We got a few different candidates for thumbnails. Let's prioritize these just so we can get the reed fiber. Stinky. The time has come, Stinky. There you go. Good job. You actually managed to groom a guy. You are building these wood tiles as well. That's fine. I mean, obviously, now that we don't have to supply these with ice all the time, that is helping. I think what we'll do is we'll leave a few just to be supplied manually when they're in inconvenient areas. I think that's acceptable. Yeah, like maybe that'll do. Then we'll just put another conveyor receptacle here. And oh, we destroyed this. That's fun. okay. The auto sweepers are helping build everything over here as well. That's nice. And then, let's see. So, that's fine. We'll do another one over here. Another one over here. And then these three will leave. It seems fine. Then the ice can go over here. And the oxalite is just off-gassing, which is actually what we want at the moment because the CO2 pressure is so high. We just need to make sure it actually oxygenates the base a little bit because this is becoming very problematic. I mean, the duplicants are coming up here to breathe, but it's not good. He's sticking his tongue out. The dirty rascal. I'm glad they're getting groomed, though. Oh, we need to repaint all these as well. We must represent the new critters. It's a big priority for us. So let's have a look at the wood conveyor line. Yeah, it definitely seems like there still isn't really enough wood for use. It's definitely just actually, it's minimal scale growth. Not quite. Scales are not quite grown on these guys. Oh yeah, you can see them growing to different heights. That's a pretty neat visual cue. Eating the bush. Right. So each of these is handling... Oh, no, of course we're running out of wood. Yeah, we've got these set up to make 9... to use 9 tons of wood. Oh, hold on. Oh, we did the thing. Hold on. Success! My duplicates have restored the plumbing, the geothermal heat pump. We can now use this building to connect to pump liquids out to connect to geovents. Constructed geoturbines, steam turbines, and the venting sites will enable us to convert the resulting steam into power. The vents also emit various byproducts. I'm sure we can find a use for them. Okay, we actually activated it. So we've reconnected the heat pump. We need to pump liquids from the geothermal heat pump. When this building reaches 12 tons, the building's contents will be heated and pumped out to connect to geovents. So... Oh! Oh, there we go. It's nice and tall now. How do we put stuff in it? Ah, here we go. There's 3 different entries. Okay, so there is some water directly underneath it. This obviously doesn't seem that important. Do we have a spare liquid we want to get rid of? I don't really want to pump the mercury into it. We do have a bit of spare water down here. Obviously, this is just going to generate a load of heat and not really be very useful in general. We might get something else interesting out of it, though. Alright, here's what we do. We dig this. We dig this. We let all the water out into this area. And then we set up a pump. And then we see what the the regular water does. So that's just going to go here. I'm just curious. And the wire, I guess, will go down here. Amazing. In that case, actually, cancel this. We'll send the pipe up this way as well. Saves a few segments. Looks weird. You'll be fine, Catalina. The oxygen is actually spreading out over here at least. Right, sweep up all this water over here as well. Got 6 dudes in here? We do have 6 dudes. Okay, so we need to put power wires on these guys as well. So let's see. Probably just that. We're going to rip out all the wiring and replace it later once we've got more refined metal, for sure. But I'm pretty confident loading the ice conveyor will be much quicker than loading the plants. Now, the other thing as well to consider, we do have 600 tons of ice on the map. The map starts with a lot of ice. We will eventually run out of that. So we're going to have to freeze ice into debris and bring it down here for these plants. Not really sure how feasible that is in the long term. Hey, Lumen.
Imagine that.
I saw your name on the Twitch chat before I saw it in the notification. We've been illuminated. How are you doing? Let me give you a shout out. If anyone is here and they're not familiar with Lumen, another excellent ONI streamer, occasionally plays other games. How have you been? We have been producing way too much carbon dioxide. That's what we've been doing. We have a fair amount of oxygen, but it's sort of not really winning the war. We have 5 carbon skimmers running, but a lot of our power is ethanol power, and we're also making all of our wood from 80 floxes into ethanol to feed plume squashes, so we can feed Bammoths. I think we needed to take the approach that we used for this base and do it a little bit more small scale before we committed to it like this. Hope you're doing well, Virtually Honest. We've been illuminated. Hello, by the way, DK. Hello, Mama Bear Gilek. I do like your emotes as well, Lumen. You have the same issue, fair enough. Yeah, so the plan was to automatically ranch these guys, but we need to get the CO2 level down first. I just want to make it so the dupes can actually come up here to breathe. Eventually, the plan is to put oxygen masks in here.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you very much for the follow, Dr. Scandalous. I like your username. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Whisker sends a regard. Actually, hold on. While everyone's suffocating, let's see what the fish are up to. Where's Whiskers? Come say hello to the Raiders, Whiskers. It's just the Zebra Daniel is hanging out at the moment. We're trying to keep cool. The fish are trying to keep cool. It is 26 degrees in the fish tank at the moment, which is a little bit hotter than I want it, but not too bad. Yeah, they're doing pretty well. And then the frogs are doing pretty well. They're tropical, so they don't mind it being hot. The African dwarf frogs. You can see them swimming around up there. They've been getting some Tubifex worms. And Neo did actually redeem fish feeding. We're going to do that in a minute, in about probably half an hour when we wrap up the stream. We're going to feed them live. Here's the camera as well. We do have the fish camera. There's lots of little babies swimming around in here as well. You can see one down on the log. We got some baby hillstream loaches. And apparently those don't normally breed in captivity, so we've succeeded. Yeah, that's an adult hillstream loach there. They're very fun. So yeah, we are a fish enthusiast channel. We do stuff with Paku and Oni as well, for sure. It's all fun and games until the Slicksters show up mid-map. Oh, we haven't found any Slicksters here. We're just on the regular Ceres asteroid, not the blasted one. Yeah, people are suffocating just a little bit. What have we been doing? I see me uploading on YouTube. I haven't been keeping too much with YouTube recently. We've been doing alright. I've been enjoying playing the new game. We've been very busy in real life with work. Lots of stuff to look at across the UK. Good to be busy. But yeah, have you thought of running a cooling loop through the fish tank? Exactly. Yeah. We're actually thinking of getting a chiller for the aquarium. Because the fish generally prefer it below 25 degrees. And it seems handy for the summer. It never gets cold enough in here during the winter for it to be an issue. Suffocation's fine, builds character. Stop working, done. Yeah, easy. In a rather small base and mostly in suits. I think the plan is... I think the actual plan is... we eventually put a suit dock over here and the duplicates all run in this way. Or maybe this way. I'm not really sure yet. We're trying to figure that out. But for now, I just want everyone to come in and out. We'll try and keep the CO2 at this level. but it's getting pretty ridiculous. Like this water sieve, whenever the dupes go to the bathroom, there's not enough water to run all the carbon skimmers. So we're running this sieve constantly, and it's a good thing this isn't breaking anymore. We have a load of sand. We have a fair amount of sand in general, but the sand was so cold it was breaking this, even though the water was warm. So now we actually have a conveyor rail down here where we heat up the sand, but we haven't needed to do that for a while. Has the CO2 pressure started max pressuring any of my industry yet? No, the plants don't mind the CO2. They do mind the temperature a little bit, but not awful. We've been turning off some of the wood heat because most people have coats now, so I think we're turning these off in general. You did sleet wheat to use the excess water from the loo. Yeah, normally we do plants, but we're doing skimmers now. We were just dumping the excess over here as well, because obviously we're generating a lot of excess polluted water from the ethanol as well. So our water tank is filling up pretty quickly, in all honesty. We are trying to dig more bits over here. Not really being that successful. People are also trying to grab stuff from down here. It is not working. So, hopefully, everyone's training up on the wheels as well and getting a bit more athletics. Yeah, you're fine, Catalina. The more athletics you guys have, the less I'll be punished for my mistakes. But the water is starting to drop down here because we've got too much water. We've actually set up a pump. We're actually pumping the water into the geothermal plant. The liquid temperature is currently 25.4 degrees. This is the feature of the map that we're giving a try. So much more advanced than I am, but I'm not too far behind you in cycles. I've been doing a lot of waffling. I mean, we've been doing a lot of overextending, to be fair. We should have built less. We should have built this all smaller scale. We're printing loads of duplicates at the moment to try and actually get it to work. No 23D. Use Saturn trap for bathroom liquid. Got hydrogen power instead. That's a good idea. We were going to send a duplicate through here and have a look. We can do that. The question is, who do we send? I don't think it really matters too much. Definitely someone with hard digging. Oh, I don't know. Let's just send Harold. Whatever. We'll send Harold. I just want to see what's on this other planet. So we'll go do that now. Building broken. We broke a wire. A wire bridge. Okay. Yeah, the wire bridges do not like stuff in general. How about we cut this off. Put the wire here. And then we put the bridge here instead. We have a lot of wire spaghetti. Okay. Let's send Harold over. And we'll just see what's on the other planet, just so we can plan around that. It's probably worth looking. Okay, Harold's here. We have a frozen friend. That's one more duplicate. We'll probably just leave the frozen friend here to do some exploring. We have poke shells. Okay, this is good. We need poke shells because we're generating so much polluted dirt we don't know what to do with. And we'll get oak shells running. It's so smart. I don't know if I have any of these plants yet, but that would be smart. You get off your bum so you'll lurk, and hopefully you'll be back before you're done. Fair enough. Enjoy your lurk. We do actually have a lurk command, so yes, the dice rolled pretty well. Oh, that was actually a good nightbot. Good nightbot. Good job. So we'll get the poke shells back. What are we gonna do first? I think we'll actually. Oh, you're just very cold now. Oh, this is the warm asteroid. We got some nosh sprouts. Interesting. Probably just look at this. You could be a spam bot if you want. Yeah. We've had a lot of them recently, so it's a good thing Nightbot's been on the ball. Right, we'll build a cot. We'll also dig through here. In fact, let's actually open this up first. Got a friend. We've already looked at the cryo tank stuff, so that's fine. Defrost friend. See who we get. What's up, Harold? What we got? We got a meep! Excellent, we got a meep. Right, what's this meep do? Small bladder, Is your only trait small bladder? An ancient knowledge. And construction 8. Okay, construction 8 is good. You only have one trait. That's really weird. Big and bladder. Is this still... So this is still only plus 0.2% per cycle. This is nothing. So yeah, I'll take that. Plus 8 dupe with no drawbacks. Let's see. What else are we going to put in? So let's put in... outhouse, yes. Wash basin, yes. Leave that. We'll tile this up here. Fix everything that breaks. Nice, indeed. There's not a lot of water. Do I even care? Maybe I don't. I basically just want to give you morale stuff. Also, let's actually skill you up. Meep. So, I think we're just going to give you +3 building off the bat. Seems very good. Here you go. Have fun. And then we'll give you a mess table. You want new principles? What's in the pod? More ranches would be good. I'm not seeing any. I'm seeing an undigging, I'm seeing a mouth breather, I'm seeing a building impaired. So no dupe today. I like the name Fuel Owner. That's a good name. So you've got a barracks. Seems fine. We could probably S-dig up here pretty quickly. So let's just do it like this. And then... Oh, we didn't give you hard digging. We do have the hard digging dupe here, though, so that should be fine. And then we'll just come over here, and then we can put the pitch pump in. That's fine. Not seeing too many geysers. That's fine. If we look on the star map, this planet is quite close. It has a liquid sulfur geyser, a chlorine vent, an oil reservoir, carbon dioxide geyser. That does not seem super handy. So we're probably not going to do too much with this asteroid for now. Probably come back in a bit. Another bot. My bot's on fire. You have plenty of food. In terms of more stuff, I guess we'll just keep digging out over here as well. Leave this one in. We'll speed to it again. Wires are breaking yet again. We'll investigate that in a minute. Harold... Oh, Abe and Otto have unlimited food. What? Oh, I think we can stop that now. Everyone can eat everything again. I don't think... The stress is decreased to acceptable levels. I think the morale is high enough that's not an issue. So everyone gets to eat everything. Congratulations. Yeah, like, I'm not super unhappy with where this base is wound up. But there's definitely some more work that needs to be done. Like, the CO2 level still needs to drop. Not really dropping. The only real answer is that we stop having to run the ethanol generator. Pokeshop can eat all the P-dirt from the ethanol. Yes, definitely. That's the plan. That's probably the main thing we do with the asteroid, because we're generating so much of it. How much of it do we even have at this point? Probably tons. We have 73 tons, and we definitely don't need it for oxygen. So recycling it into lumber with the oak shell is definitely the plan. Turn it to CO4 in this harvest. Ah, yes, a good use for all that oxygen. Yes, very smart. I like that emote. Is that supposed to be Mansa Musa? It makes me think of Civ 6. Right, this is filling up. We're at 29%, 39%, 39%. Valdo is suffocating, that's fine. I don't think you need the heater here. I think it's hot enough down here in general. This geyser is just going ham. Reed fiber is doing okay. That's good to see. We'll set this to priority 9. We want you to make suits when we ask for them. More wires are breaking. Okay. This wire in general... It's too much. Why? I think we need to take one of the skimmers off. This is absolutely crazy. Use the large door crusher as well to destroy CO2. We could do that. Because at the moment we're just destroying it by filtering water. So maybe a door crusher is the play. It feels like a waste. Oh, that's the other thing. Slicksters. We could grab Slicksters from the other planet. That would be an interesting thing to do. Oh, we were going to dump some liquid mercury in here as well. Because we want to set up a drowner for all the excess Bammoths. That's the idea anyways. We've got to see what happens when this gets to max pressure. At least we'll get to see that today. That's fun. Right, how's this looking? You're idle now? Okay. That's fine. So what we'll do is we'll just do a few more digs. We'll send Harold back. Yes, I know where the destination is. There's going to be zero circumstance where we don't know where the destination is. So, inspect. Harold goes in here. And I think Meep just hangs out here for now. I think that's all we do. There's more ethanol. Fun. We've got to investigate these guys as well, for sure. Why does that work? Yeah, I like door crushers. We don't tend to use them very much, but it seems like a good idea. We set up yet another gym, so we keep reducing the CO2 generation. Right, what's going on with this? It's still too high. I think what we do is we plug that in here. Now that's too high. Now they're both too high. Okay. Great. Liam is suffocating. That's not good. Okay, Meep is idle. Yeah, dig this. We'll start exploring in general. So I think what makes sense is for you to go up here. Oh, right. You don't have granite dig. I think we'll just wait for the... teleporter to recharge, and then we'll send you back. Maybe we'll just have a look down here. That seems fine. It's overheating. There you go. That should keep you busy for a little bit. Ethanol distiller flooded. Yep, the water level is actually too high down here. That's very funny. Let's dig all of this out then. Unpowered way to destroy excess CO2. Oh, I see. So you just have automation that's opening and closing the mechanized airlocks. And then they're doing it slowly, but it doesn't matter, so you don't have to power it. If you destroy molecules, you get big explosions. Yeah, you don't destroy the atom. That's not what you... Right, this is shenanigans here. Obviously this isn't running at the moment because those were frozen. I could just set up separate wires. Maybe that's what we do. We have actually got a battery over here as well. So what we could do is we could take all of this stuff and run it off the batteries, and then just disconnect. If we just disconnect this, that solves the issue. But then that's not really reducing the ethanol consumption, which is what we wanted. It just stops you running on the wheels. Oh, but now... Right, okay, I'll remove the bridge. How much refined metal do we have? Do we just start conductive wiring everything? Not yet. Maybe one of the smaller sections. Because we've done a little bit down here. What we could do is we could do... We could put this on a conductive wire. And then we can connect this to all of the other stuff over here. That would help. So I think what we would do is we would just send this down here. Then we would cut this off. And then all the Bammoth stuff would be on conductive wire. And I think at that point... Yeah, what else is running? So the liquid pump, we want to hook that up. And then at least that's not worrying about all of this. We also want to copy and paste the settings across here. And then we're going to flip this around. Hmm. 8.5 tons of oxalate. I think the CO2 pressure is going down very slightly, but I'm not overly satisfied with it yet. So we disconnect this as well. You need to at least look every time someone's suffocating. You can't just let them get away with it. Right. So each of these plants consumes 15 kilograms per cycle, 25 grams per second. Each one of these is 300 grams per second of ethanol. We know we have enough floxes to produce 2.5 tons of ethanol. So this is actually 3 tons. We definitely aren't producing enough ethanol for these. Did I just really screw up the maths? I think I might have just really screwed up the maths. We cannot actually grow this many plume squashes. No, wait. No, we have screwed up. So, you're producing 5 tons of wood per cycle. So that's... So that's 800, that's 8.3 tons, no, that's 8.3 kilograms per second. 8.3 kilograms per second of wood. That's 4.16 kilograms per second of ethanol, which is enough for 14 of these. So we should, in theory, have enough ethanol to grow all these squashes. The main issue being that we using it for power. We don't like the seals. We haven't tried the seals yet. I was saving them for a bit later, but maybe we have to try them. So they eat the bonbon tree nectar. We feed these snow. They excrete ethanol. We also want the nectar to fill up a thermo-aquatuner loop. Because here's a fun fact about nectar that you might not know. It has a temperature range of minus 82.5 to 160 degrees, which is better than normal water. And very importantly, it has the same specific heat capacity as water. So it's very good to put in thermo aquatuners for a cooling loop. I can go all the way down to like minus 70-ish degrees C without issue. This makes 0 sense because the nectar is 77% sucrose. But I would expect it to have a specific heat capacity of like 1.5. But it doesn't. So we do want nectar for that as well. But I'm kind of saving that for next week. I don't really want to think about that yet. Also, we're boiling all the water over here apparently with the iron. At least we have more iron. We have been building a lot of auto sweepers. Speaking of which, we were going to finish them off over here, but we aren't really getting enough ethanol for that yet, so I'm not overly worried. Meet your idol. Oh, there's a geyser over here. Okay, hold on. We can't quite get over there with you. Did we screw this up? I think we screwed this up just a little bit. How about you do this? Then you could reach that, I think. Let's get some skills. Rivaldo, you can have digging. Neo, you can have building. DFR, you can have digging. Bert, you can have building. Bubbles, you can have building. Abe, you can have building. I sense a pattern. We have 20 kilograms of wood. Blue clay. Bammoth patty. Oh, right. We need to reverse this. That was what we were supposed to do. Then that rail could go over here. Ooh, hold on. Okay, this is actually full of this is actually full of beans. Attention required. We've got a green button to press. Activate power plant. Ooh, look. Oh, it's firing things. What's it firing? Well, it's obviously producing a lot of steam. Material content monitor. Sends a green signal when Geovent has materials to emit, otherwise sends a red signal. Okay, that's very weird. The steam is very hot and there's lots of it. Oh, and there's more down here. That makes sense. This is blocked. We need to get the liquid hot enough to melt lead to unblock it. We've got the lead Bammoth patty in here. Well, good thing there wasn't anything important in this forest biome. So, does it actually say what that causes to happen? Looks like we had a few meteors and it's just steam. I would like for it to say what it has in it. Yeah, it's pretty hot. This bit's pretty well insulated. It looks like it's coming out about 170 degrees. That's just asking for trouble. We do have an arbitrary down here. Oh, hold on. We have an arbitrary. So we can make more wood with the arbitrary. Because we're generating a fairly good amount of polluted water with this. So we should feed the excess polluted water to arbitrary. So if we look at the arbitrary, this grows at 15 degrees C. So it would have to grow in the warm region. We could grow it in here. We could actually grow the arbitraries in this room, maybe. It's a little bit chilly in here at the moment, but I think it would heat up if we sent the polluted water over here. So that seems like a plan. Maybe we just put it over here. Now, when each of these is running, we're going to have 750 grams per second of polluted water. Each arbitrary uses 70 kilograms per cycle. which is about 116 grams per second. So I think we could comfortably have a few arbitraries in here. And I don't overly mind what they are actually up to. I think let's actually put them here. Put those there, and we'll get a pipe going across. Now the only thing is we'll actually have to pump out the polluted water. But at the moment, this is all coming from the sieves. So it's not the excess. We need to get the excess out of here. And the problem is we have a few different liquids going on in here now, so it's not going to be very neatly organized. We want this zone to be hot, so I don't mind the heat leaking. We'll just dig this out as well. I think we'll go to cycle 150. There's a lot of steam. But I think arbitraries are a good shout. So what do we do? If it's regular water, we want to hook it up to this pipe. But that's eventually going to fill this pipe with water. The problem is the liquid levels are going to fluctuate a fair bit. Unless we pump all the liquid into a load of liquid tanks. And then filter it after that point. This isn't well organized enough for us to really do this as much as we would like. I think what we actually do for now is we just set up a pump over here. We put a liquid filter on it. I've got a moth. I've got a moth. So we'll put a liquid element sensor on this. Put a liquid shutoff here. And then if it's polluted water, we send it via a regular pipe over here. And then we probably just go up through that. And then we feed it to the arbitraries. And maybe we'll put some here as well. Just for completeness. So I can go in there. I'll set this Bammoth ranch up as well, whatever. With daisy chain desalinator and sieve to salt the water. Then feed to carbon skimmers and get the pea water. Yeah, that's definitely true. I see. Yeah, so what we would do then is, yeah, we would feed it to the carbon skimmers, and rather than recirculating it, we would just send it on its way. We could have what we could do is we could have an extra carbon skimmer, like one over here, where we just do that. Yeah. I like that. Okay. We were planning on putting a desalinator here originally. I think we're still planning on sending the brine in here for now. But we could put the desalinator... Where would we put it? Probably just over here? So... cancel this. We can remove this. We don't need that. Copy and paste these. Oh, we could put the wood wallpaper back in here. That sounds like fun. So... a desalinator. It does need to be warm enough. Generally, this area should be pretty warm. Poor Amari. This is not ideal working conditions for Amari. It would help if we researched the desalinator. Desalinator. There you go. What we got? More dupes, maybe? More... Got a kitchen menace? Farmer? I like kitchen menaces. If you're going for farming anyways, you might as well. The only issue is if they get trapped as a new dupe with less digging speed, that's not really good. We'll just take the iron. Refined metal's always good. Right, this is going to generate an absolute ton of heat. Do I actually even want to run this? Probably not at the moment. Let's actually just cut this off for now. We'll experiment with this more later, but at least we've given it a try. Stuff's overheating over here. Wait, no way. You're using the iron to repair this? No. It's very funny. Okay, what's going on here? Then green signal if below 500 kilograms. That's what we want. So release the salt water. What the heck is going on here, game? Game, you've got some explaining to do. Oh, it's just a very small amount of liquid. Oh, that's not good. No, we don't want this. Tile, please. Priority 9. Here's idle meeps idle. Do want to send you back in a little bit. There's oil stuff. I would like to go and find Slicksters. That sounds like a good idea to me. We can just dig through all this nice and easy stuff first. See where to start looking. Because I'm imagining there's a heat leak over here a little bit. I think the CO2 pressure is going down a little bit, but not as much as we wanted to. Release this here as well, I think. It's funny how we're just ending up with like super high pressure oxygen pockets as well. Where are the rest of the Bammoths as well? Grab you. Grab you. Any more? Okay, there's 2 over here. We just need 1 more. Here. They're not very stealthy. Right. I think we wrap it up here for now, because it's getting a little bit late. But I think we've had a pretty productive day. So I'll save it here. I'll think about what to put as the thumbnail. But before we go, it's time to feed the fish. Because Neo redeemed the fish reward earlier when I said that we already had a fish redeem from last stream. So now we're gonna go feed the fish. So let's put the music on. Okay, this is some music. And we're just going to feed them more of these, which are the Tetramin Flakes, because they've already had a fair bit of food today. Zebradanio is just hanging out, I guess. And I'm going to drop them in the front, and we'll see if they go down to the bottom. Not sure they will, but we'll see. And if not, then we'll go to the main screen. That was slightly too many flakes. We'll see if we can spot those coming in on the main camera. I don't think so. I think they're just thinking... I think they're just floating on the surface. So let's actually go to me. There we go. Fish are hanging out. They're not used to getting fed so much these days. They're on a little bit of a diet. Oh, can we get Whiskers? Is Whiskers all excited? Yeah, Whiskers is excited. She's trying to get out. The big farty sausage herself. There you go. You can kind of see Whiskers going around up the top. If I stick my fingers in, will Whiskers go after my fingers? Probably. Oh, there you go. You can see the moth as well. Nah, Whiskers knows better. She's busy. She's figured it out. All right. Well, let's go back to here. There you go. You can see some of the flakes. Thanks very much for hanging out. I've enjoyed streaming tonight. If you're still here from Lumen's raid earlier, thank you very much for sticking around. I do appreciate the company. It's always nice when I get a bit of extra spare time to play video games. It's even nice when you guys like to enjoy watching as well. We usually stream on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, 7:30 to 10:30-ish British time. My schedule's been a bit all over the place recently because of work and various other things. Oh, there's Whiskers. Hooray. But if you like what you've seen, feel free to follow on Twitch if you're not already following, and you'll get notifications when I go live, and as well as some fish-related emotes. Oh, look, there's the Platy having a bit of food. Go, Platy, go. Spoils of victory. There's also the YouTube channel where we upload all the VODs. We have discussion guides, build guides, tier lists there as well. There's other games on there as well, like Balatro, Mega Aquarium, Dice-Sphere Program. I'm wondering when to pick up Dice-Sphere Program again. We need to play some more of that before the year is out. I was waiting for them to add the space combat, or update the space combat, but they haven't done that yet. There's also the Discord where we hang out and we share memes and builds. So that's all fun. But enough wittering from me. Let's go find someone to raid. Let's see who's on. I'll probably trim this one a little bit because it's a bit messy. That's fine. Oh, let's go raid a Staney. They're actually on. Excellent. I don't normally raid them. And last time I raided them, they weren't playing ONI. So, we'll go say hi to them. Yes. Have a nice weekend. And next stream on Monday, we'll have the Whiskers portrait. It will be here. You'll see it. Oh, hold on. I spelled that wrong. Staney. There we go. Yes, good job, Whiskers. Show the other fish who's boss. You gonna fart on camera? No. Alright. Take care, everyone. Have a nice weekend. Bye for now.